Hello everyone! This is part 3 of our celebrations video of us completing these flutes finally, and they turned out fabulous.
But on the other hand, oh my goodness, did we ever have some crazy challenges.
Oh, did we?
Right?
Goodness gracious, these flutes gave us such a heartache throughout the entire process, but at the same time, neither of us could ever put one of the flutes down.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, I think we just knew what great beauties were there. This part right here, this leveling of the flute so that we can machine that voice box, it is so important to the sound of the instrument. And one of the places...
It is tricky.
It's really tricky.
It is so tricky to get that right.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of redoing and redoing and redoing, checking again and again and again, all with not even just this leveler that you see us using. We also have a leveler on the knee mill itself that we use as well. And it's just checking those a million times until we're 100% sure that it is completely flat.
Yep, and then having it get screwed up on you and doing it again anyways.
Yep.
Oh, gosh.
I love sanding flutes. It hurts my hands so bad. I have calluses all over my hands now, and my shoulders are always achy now. But there's something about doing the sanding process right here. You get to see the beauty being like
really revealed.
You can just see all of the burls coming through, and it's just so beautiful.
We've talked about it before, but how we get to see the ugly before the beauty comes out, right? For me, that's where the real great satisfaction comes from, is you know something's going to be awesome, but the thing you're holding doesn't look awesome right now.
I love the smell of when you're tuning the flutes.
Yeah.
Because you get that burnt smell.
The smoke comes up.
Gosh, it smells delicious.
All this hand sanding here is so important to getting those swirls out of the finish from the palm sander. Look at that. What an awesome angle. I love the angles Pablo's been getting on these videos.
I love watching the flute get polished.
Yeah, me too.
Because then you just really get those colors
just
right
pops.
through.
Yeah, my brother Brad came over Friday. I called him up. I was just finishing up his flute, and he came over right when I was polishing it. After it was polished, he was like, no freaking way. It's funny, you know, a lot of people, I think they think that we use the finish we do to get a high shine. But it isn't that. It's all about clarity. It's about being able to see into the wood and have that light come back out. I like doing this part right here. I like holding my hand by that wheel, and
It gets so warm.
it gets really warm. In fact, some of these wheels, the reason they're designed the way they are is to keep them cool.
I believe it.
Yep. We need to get some more of that white buffalo turquoise.
Yeah,
I'd like to use that on some more flutes.
You know what? I was actually just going through the cabinet, and there's crushed inlay of it. There's like 4 different containers.
That's
already been done.
Yeah, we got a little more organization we need to do on our inlay materials.
Just a little. I love holding a flute after it's polished too. Because you hold it before and it's got this grainy texture to it. It's not really nice to hold. Then you polish it and it's just so soft.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that way that copper is shimmering.
So much better in video than it is in pictures. And in person, it's even
It's
so much more.
Just jaw-dropping.
Yeah, that's a very cool feature.
I cannot wait to share the experience we had down in Arches.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We had such a blast up there. Not only creating these videos of us playing it, but just being able to explore around Arches. We haven't done that in
Long time.
Long time.
Been years. Yeah, it's one of my favorite places on the planet. The presentation video, I think, is going to be amazing. I was so excited about where we shot it, down below Delicate Arch. Most people never ever even go there.
It just turned out gorgeous, all these different angles and whatnot that we got. Oh, here's us first playing the flutes together.
The first duet. I really like the way you play the flute. I like your style, your pausing, the different ways that you articulate the notes. It's really nice, Madison.
You know what I was thinking while I was sitting here playing the flute? I wish I was playing the high D.
Yeah, you really bonded with the high D.
did.
That so surprised me. I did not expect that.
It surprised me too. I usually just go for those low flutes because I love the way that they sound. I mean, my flute that I made is a low flute, but recently I am just falling in love with these higher flutes.
You know what?
Something changed.
I see that happen with clients all the time. They'll be just always wanting lower and lower and lower flutes, and then all of a sudden they hear a high flute and something switches in their head, and then it's all about the high flutes.
Yep. Look at that Western Red Cedar, bro.
That is a gorgeous instrument.
I almost don't want to sell them, if I'm being honest.
It is what we do, though.
Yep.
That is what we do.
That's like one of the hardest part of this job is letting go of these flutes that we just created. Most of the time I'm just like, I just want to run away with these flutes. Sanding a flute right after you polished it, because something was not quite right, it hurts.
Is that the first time we see David in a video?
I think so.
I think that is.
I think that's the first
it.
appearance of David.
David is Madison's boyfriend, and he's doing carvings with us. He's been doing some fabulous work, really wonderful work.
Oh, look at that shimmer.
I was having a tough thing with this. There was some scratches that I just was struggling getting out of the finish on this particular flute.
It was because of that sandpaper that we were working with.
That's right.
It was awful. That's what was causing us so much grief with trying to polish these, was we just did not have the proper sandpaper for it.
Yeah.
And having the proper sandpaper, you wouldn't think it would make such a difference, but oh my gosh, it's night and day.
I'll tell you, when I see people buying, sandpaper down at like Harbor Freight and things like that, I just think to myself, they don't even have any idea that tool is not going to get them into the same place that you can get with a real high quality material to use.
Yeah, and they think it's saving them money when in reality it's spending them so much more time. You're going to end up having to use so much more of the paper.
Yep.
And it's just, it's a heartache. I love watching the laser work.
Yeah, me
I
too.
love watching the little laser go.
It's so fun to watch. Boy, I'll tell you, I sure wish I would have had the scroll saw working when Pablo was here and not having to do this one with the bandsaw. But finally got that scroll saw working. It just lets us get such a good, clean cut.
It does. We need to go over training again for everyone.
On the scroll saw? I need to get some new blades ordered up too. Man, I'll tell you, I had so much fun putting this new tree life totem together. The tree just, it embodies something for me. It's like that tree up at Orcas Island.
Yep.
I think of that tree all the time.
It's a homey tree.
Yeah.
Ironically, I wasn't a part of this whole process. I was off doing something else. I turned around, the totem was done, and I was like, oh, all right.
This was the first totem. I think the video shows some of what I did on this, but this was the first one that I did this new technique on. Normally, where there's any gaps where the woods are coming together and they don't necessarily fit fabulous, we'll use dust from one of the woods to fill in those small cracks. But on this one, someplace along the way, I thought I could put just little slivers of wood down in there. And I really loved how it turned out.
It turned out so much better because it also adds that more of a branchy.
Yeah, it's super more branchy, isn't it? Yeah, it's got more texture. I think it was a good technique.
Absolutely, it looks more realistic, honestly.
Yeah,
that's
agree.
the word I was looking for, was realistic.
I really enjoyed carving these trunks too. Trying to make them look like big, fat cemetery trees. Cemeteries always have the best trees in them.
They really do, and I'm like,
yeah,
I want to climb
always.
this, but this is awkward. Oh, that ironwood. I love that piece of ironwood that we used.
Yeah.
It just had this most beautiful, I think it's the best piece of ironwood that we have in the shop.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Ironwood's such a colorful wood. There's so much that can go on in it. Mm-hmm. And it can be pretty boring looking too.
Oh, absolutely.
It can be both. Got to find another way to hold those that we can level them out a little faster.
Yeah. Oh, that is a beautiful shot.
Look at that.
Those shavings that are coming off on the side.
Yeah. The colors in them.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah, it's fabulous, isn't it?
Look at these two beautiful flutes.
Maddie, for 20 years, we finally are making flutes at a quality that is where I've dreamed of being, and I love it.
I love it too.
Thanks, everyone. We love you all so much. We appreciate you.
And make sure you keep an eye out for our wonderful video that comes out of me and my dad playing around in arches, playing these beautiful flutes.
Celebrations. Have a wonderful day. Whether you're dreaming of your first native flute or wanting to create some custom instrument, Wood Sounds is where your dreams can be made real. My name is Brent Haynes, and you can reach me at 801-822-1415 or brent@woodsounds.com. Have a great day.